Now, let's discuss this in details.
In today's episode, I will share with you how to make money online without doing anything. Hello, have you guys noticed that I've not been using my Indian accent ever since I started this podcast? I mean, I'm 100% Nigerian, with the touch of my Akwa Ibom accent. I've never felt better. Wow, okay. So, hello, welcome to Inditel's podcast with AB Akwan. And today I'm going to share with you the reward I had for my hard work, for my years of hard work, of my months of hard work, and that's the Campus Bro Tour. So in the previous episode, I shared with you how I had to drop out of school because I made a wrong business deal, and it backfired. You can listen to it so you get full episodes. Now this is the year I dropped out of school, 2018, and so after I left, I suspended my studies. I just went to faith my friend, which is a very hard time. It was a painful experience for me. I was hurt, I was angry. So I just went to be like bro, after now, last year we talked about the third thing you were talking about, helping students. What was it really about again? And what do you need me to do to get it done? So he was like, okay, all right. So first of all, that was it. So what do? We had a draft of everything we wanted to do. It was on our paper, on our sketch pad. First of all, do designs, and then we got started with the designs, started publicity. We didn't even know what we were doing. Like, all we just knew, we were just talking about the tour. We'll do this, we'll do that, we'll do that, we'll do this. We did not figure out what was it. So already when I spoke with students, started doing interviews, getting their approval, activated, I'm interested, all this, not coming, I'm going designs, I'm coming designs. So we started pushing everything on social media, step by step. And then it got to a point where we knew that, we needed money for this thing. How come we didn't think about money? Of course we need money. How do we raise money? Because I am broke, he was broke, and we need I think up to 500k to make this happen. How do we do that? So there was only one way, and we had to, maybe just go out and find sponsors. How do we find sponsors? Before now, none of us, we never learned any of those things in classes, or we've never had any business class, how to find sponsors, or any WhatsApp class. Not like, no, we have WhatsApp class everywhere. We just did not know, but we just had to find sponsors. Before now, I used to be I never answer questions. I really answer questions in classes. I beg. I used to feel like I'm a very shy person. But now, wahala done deal. We don't publicize finish. Everybody's expecting the tour. How are we going to make it happen? There's no cash. So what had to be done? So we now thought about it. Okay, why don't we try and get sponsors, like banks to sponsor us? How do we do that? Who do we know? Nobody. So what do we do? One of the mornings, okay, now literally during the daytime, I'm always more of jumping around, getting people, hey, come here, excuse me, kind of on the marketing side, while Faith is on the planning and the whole design, getting the content out. That was Faith. Me, I was just getting people engaged because of the whole cool guy, happy, curly hair guy. So what do we do? I just woke up one morning Faith Alpha, let's go to you now. Let's see what's up. Okay, what do we say? We did not figure that out. We just stood up, carried, you have TP, we did, carried money, TP, sorry, why am I saying TP? Transportation fee, went to the park, boarded the bus, carried all the instrument, all the documents we possibly could lay our hands on. And straight up, we went to Backway. Backway has the highest number of banks in New So we started entering banks one by one. Excuse me, Fidelity Bank, Union Bank. Yeah, we did Diamond Bank. I think Richmond had an uncle there, but then the uncle was like, don't worry, my uncle is dead, don't worry, we got this. But me, I knew what just happened to me. So when someone tells me I got you, you tell me you got me, I just knew you don't got me. So just forget about it. So when my uncle is there, don't worry, my uncle, away. So we still checked up on the uncle, and the uncle was even forming busy self. Excuse me, no, okay, check, but don't worry, just sit down. Okay, nice. So we went to Access Bank. I mean, the crazy part was these banks were very, receptive. Should I say receptive? Welcome, what's up? Or not we all think bank managers are always crazy people, they ignore people, but that was completely different thing. All the banks we went to, they always gave us a listening ear. What's up? What's your stuff about? Share with us the idea. We just went all in. what I talked about being passionate. When you are passionate, you don't have to write scripts. At some point, you don't have to write scripts. It just comes like anointing. It's like they are pour oil, real oil on your head. Like you will talk. You will be speaking in tongues. So if you ask me what any of the things I said, even the confidence, I just came from the fact that I knew everything. I was a part of it. I knew everything with my fingertips. So I just felt like this thing I believe in it. I believe in the idea, and it's going to help a lot of people. So you should be a part of it. So we're just talking like, okay, wow, meet with the marketing team. Access Vanandas, you have to go and get CAC registration, get this one. Mad. That's like the standard. But we knew at that point that would kill our dream because we could not afford that. So we just kept going, trying every single bank on that road. And we met Fidelity Bank, and they're like, okay, wow, move over to the other branch, you go and meet with a marketer, and then boom, Fidelity Bank accepted to actually be our lead sponsor. And man, no greater joy than that. I mean, what the fact that I learned how to actually even pitch someone was crazy. That was like the biggest lesson. It just made me realize that, God. Okay, so the talk came, and the whole process was something that I told you, if I'm supposed to go back and choose, I will not choose. There's no regret. I learned so much. Marketing, everything about business was not, it wasn't more like the YouTube thing again. This was like actualization. The test of what you've been learning on YouTube. The sell marketing thing, come and implement it. Like practical year. That was my IT year actually. That was like an IT year for me in business. So going out there, meeting people, talking with this one, pitching this one, creating these documents, agreements, partnership, all those things is something that I'm very sure, I don't know how much I would have paid to attend probably like a Harvard Business School to learn those things. And that was it. So when that year would have been the worst year for me, God turned it around. And with my open mind, I would have been angry and frustrated, and then felt like, okay, yeah, this and that, then go back, look for who to cry to, and felt bad and be depressed. I just dropped everything down and looked at things on the brighter side. And indeed, I learned a whole lot. My life was better. The things I learned that year, I've never even scratched the surface of things I learned that year. And the whole talking to an actualization, we were able to help students. That was the best year for me. That was supposed to be the worst year, but it became the best year for me. And I can only be grateful for what happened before that time. So I hope you learned something today. Yeah, things will always happen. Bad things will happen. Sometimes not because you're a bad person, but because you're even a better person. But it's just trying to open doors for something. Before you access a new door, sometimes you have to let go of the old things so you can actually receive something better. And that process can be crazy, but you always have to tell yourself that no matter what happens to you, you have to look at things at the brighter side. You have to look at things progressively. Instead of laying in your past and feeling guilty and feeling bad for yourself, come on, get up, drop whatever happened to you. It has happened, but all you have today to make a difference. So you push it, you make things happen for yourself, and you don't let your past define you, but you define your present, which in turn creates a better future for you. So thank you for tuning into this episode, and thank you for listening to my story. And I hope you learned something new today. If you did, please subscribe to the podcast wherever you're listening to, on iTunes, on Google Play, Spotify, even on our blog, color.com. And leave a comment if you have any questions. I am so going to reply you. And see you in the next episode. Stay colorful. Bye.
Thank you for listening to Details Podcast. This podcast is brought to you by color.com.